Muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bienvenidos, bienvenidas, bienvenides a todos, todas, todes a este maravilloso vídeo grabado. Bueno, vamos a continuar con esta de aquí. ¡Corred! Dice línea de juego 2. Y este es el autoguardado, así que yo voy a hacer una cosa y es borrar esto de aquí. Así en directo. 114, venga, hasta luego. ¡Corred! Pues nada, vamos a continuar con las aventuras de Henry, el hijo del herrero. Que como sabéis, pues bueno, nuestro papá murió ayer. Y estoy borracho. Ay, espérate que estoy borracho. Déjame paja, estoy borracho. Buenas tardes. Uy, perdón. Ya me voy, ya me voy, ya me voy. Tengo mucha hambre y tengo mucho sueño. Señora, apártese. Ay. ¡Ay, que me he hecho pupita! Buenas tardes, caballero.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Está lloviendo, pero hace sol.
I hear you came from
Pero
Scarlet's
está
today.
lloviendo.
It must have been terrible there.
Está lloviendo. Pero hace sol. Hola, boda. Estoy borracho.
You risked your life to warn us.
Oh God. Eat. Food.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Esta
man.
señora quiere ñojo conmigo ya, nada más empezar el juego. Es que soy súper atractivo.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Esto era... Quiero decir, ¿esto importaba? ¿El meterte con las botas o no? No recuerdo. Tengo hambre... Vale. No puedo coger. ¿Dónde está mi plato? Vale, vamos a comer. Comer. Pero el vino me lo voy a llevar. Así... Por tener algo. Sigo teniendo un montón de hambre. ¿Podemos comer del caldero? Sé que no queda bien, pero podemos comer del caldero. Vamos a comer algo más. Pato asado. 2, 3. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios, ahora tengo hambre. Ay, ahora tengo sueño.
I could really do with some sleep.
Ay, qué sueño tengo, por favor. Ay, ay, señorita, no se ponga usted tan tonta. Sale el icono de un cerdo. Buenas tardes. Uy, qué sueño tengo. ¿Es esto de aquí? Vale, voy a quitarme las botas. Bueno, no voy a cerrar la puerta. Voy a quitarme las botas por si acaso. Así que... Inventario. Dejar. Dejar. Vamos a rolear un poco. Podemos dormir. ¿Cuánto quieres dormir? Pues mínimo 8 horas, ¿no?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady... No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do
Bueno.
with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Me quiere enviolinar.
My lady... Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful.
Me
it
quieren
must be
violinar.
for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Contar la historia del ataque a una estantería.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other.
Bueno, que se levanta la cabeza de abajo para arriba ahora, ¿eh? En plan, sigo. Fui a cobrar una deuda.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Éxito.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Vale, tiene 5. Vamos a seguir hablando.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
but Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
No voy a hablarle de mi novia, eh.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother.
Pero bueno, Bianca ha muerto.
She was stranded
Por si
in
no
the
os había
town,
quedado claro.
surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
La mataron entre
Poor boy.
27, pero vale.
May the Lord have
De
mercy
sus
on their
alamas.
souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Sí, lo
I
soy.
heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never.
Perdón.
And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg, After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful.
Bueno.
Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Bueno. Sí, sí. De las Enviolinas. Vuelvo a estar vestido.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
¿Me puedo vestir? ¿Me puedo vestir? ¿Me puedo vestir? Vale. ¿Me puedo vestir? Es que no tengo ganzúa. Yo quiero una ganzúa. Que sí, coño, que sí. Buenas tardes. No, pues nada, no cogeremos ganzúas. Buenas tardes.
Lomberg's a strong castle, though.
Buenas tardes. Perdón por venir en pijama, caballero.
Hey!
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father.
Perdón.
Getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now!
Maravilloso.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry,
¿Qué
I need to
pasa?
have a word with you.
Dime.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. May the Lord watch over you.
Vale. Vigilar las almenas. ¿Hay alguien? Y ahora... Y ahora... Por aquí hay alguien. Hola, buenas tardes. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Hay alguien? Hola. ¿Se ve alguien por ahí por el fondo? ¿Cómo lo llevas, señor guardia?
Good day to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard would flare his skin off our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye, well...
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch.
Perdón, caballero,
I
perdón.
don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what.
Muchas gracias, señor.
I will. Thank you.
Vale, para pasar el tiempo... No. Yo lo que quiero ahora mismo es coger una puta ganzúa. Es lo único que pretendo ahora mismo, coger una puta ganzúa. Por aquí había cofres que se podían robar, ¿verdad? A ver, quiero dar por hecho que lo único que me puede pasar es que me envíen a casa, ¿no? ¿Dónde cojones puedo conseguir una puta ganzúa? Sé que al principio podemos conseguir. No recuerdo dónde. Va a pasar ahora, yo no he hecho hora, caballeros. Pues vamos, hala, hasta luego. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, caballero. ¿Todo bien? Creo que en uno de esos baúles había como una armadura súper tocha. ¿Dónde cojones bajamos? Perdón, perdón, caballero, perdón. Buenas tardes, caballero. ¿Todo bien por aquí, por estas zonas? ¿Viene alguien? Hola. ¿Se ve alguien? No sé si me dejarán volver al cuarto. Bonita tormenta. O tenemos que hacer aquí el descanso. En principio no estoy viendo que podamos volver. Buenas tardes, caballero. Mira por aquí. Por aquí. Hola, buenas tardes. Hola, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, caballero. Esto es para dormir. Joder, macho, una puta ganzúa, Es que ni una puta ganzúa, macho. Hola, señoritas, ¿cómo estáis? Estáis bien desnudas, ¡Moza! ¡Ay! Aquí no creo que hayan ganzúas. No creo que hayan ganzúas por aquí. Trucha. Rábano. Hombre, la guamia es lo mismo, sí. Pero no me interesa. Hasta luego, no he venido a robar nada, de verdad os lo digo. Pues nada, vamos a dormir. Vayamos a dormir. Dormir. Hasta el amanecer, que son las 7 de la mañana. Vaya, hombre. Me han despertado antes. Voy. No se me estrese, señor, no se me estrese, por favor. No se me estrese. Que ya llego. Buenas tardes. Hola, ¿qué tal? Es por aquí, ¿no? ¿Podemos ir a crompar? Vaya, hombre. Más alta automática la cinemática. Bueno.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday his majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Uf. Se largan. A ver, que es tan sencillo como entre y búscalo.
Get on with you, Robard.
¿Se acordará de nosotros? A ver, desde ahí no nos puede conocer. Pero bueno. Vale. Entrar a tus seres queridos, hablar con Sir Robert, ir a por vuestro caballo en el establo. Pero antes vamos a Copón Bendito, buscar una puta ganzúa. Aunque tenga que comprarla. De momento tenemos armas y... O sea, armas a distancia y un escudo. Ropa no. Que sigo sin saber dónde cojones he dejado la ropa. Yo la he dejado en el suelo. ¿Ha desaparecido o algo? Uy, esto no tiene salida. Perdón, caballero. ¿Puedo saltar? No. Pues nada, vayámonos por aquí. A ver, hermoso, que es un puto tronco. Pero es que en cojones... Aquí creo que pueden... O sea, aquí vendían ganzúas, ¿verdad? Arena de combate. No vamos a entrar aquí a hacer nada. Esto, para gente que no lo sepa, me recuerda un montón. De hecho, creo que fue una especie de copia de menú interfaz y tal al Going Medieval. Hola, señorita, ¿cómo está usted? ¿Necesita usted un poquito de sexo antes de morir? Uy, perdón. Pues sabía que tenía usted pareja. Me voy. Tenían que vender por algún sitio o algo. Uy, este me suena a mí de algo. ¿Puede ser este que me comprara cosas robadas? A ver.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Comerciar.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Ah, no, tenemos otras. Ah, mira, tiene ganzúas. Vale, 14, tu puta madre. Tenemos 6. El acero fiebre no lo vamos a vender, que parece que es bueno. $44, 44, 50, 40. Y el arco no lo vamos a vender tampoco. Creo que vamos a venderle el acero fiable, ¿eh? No tenemos agilidad suficiente. Pero bueno, pues por tener algo. Añadir a la cesta. Vale. $177, tiene 50. Y un mapa del tesoro. Pago 63. No va a ser bueno, pero bueno. Consigo 4. Un segundo. No. Coño, no. Vale, así mejor. Consigo 10 ganzúas y el mapa del tesoro. Vamos a intentar regatear.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Vale. ¿10 de diferencia?
Aye, that would do it.
Creo que he ganado, ¿no? Lo mismo he perdido. Pero bueno, tenemos ganzúas. Gracias. Voy a poner esto en lugar. Joder. Lo importante, tenemos ganzúas. Sé que se pueden conseguir al principio. Lo sé. Pero bueno, vamos a mirar cómo se hacía esto de las ganzúas, que me parece importantísimo. Vale, cierra la puerta. Dios, las putas moquitas. Vale. Ajá. Para lo que sí que voy a hacer va a ser guardar, porque yo de esto no me acuerdo, ¿vale? Voy a hacer un guardado. Vale, porque... ¿Y esto con el ratón cómo se hacía? A ver. Vale.
Hey, my God, I see someone stealing. There's a thief here.
Para, que no estoy haciendo nada,
Come here, quick. There's a thief over there.
You stop right.
Nada, vamos a cargar partida. No pasa nada. Vale, ya me acuerdo cómo era. Perfecto. Ay, perdón, caballero. Perdón por despertarle.
Hey, my God, I see someone stealing. There's a thief here. I see a thief. God! Help! Arrest that thief.
Vale. No. He dicho que asumía consecuencias, asumimos consecuencias.
Hey, you! Don't move.
No.
You'll have to answer for your law breaking. You were seen in the act of lockpicking.
Lo siento, de verdad.
This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Seis más uno.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
What of it? The law applies to everyone.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
No.
Jail it is then.
Me van a quitar todo lo robado, ¿verdad?
I hope you rot there.
Gracias, hombre.
Give me back the stolen goods and
Nada,
show me
lo
what
siento.
else you have.
Sé que no, pero lo siento.
I hope you enjoyed your time. Glad to hear it. And go.
No, hay que cargar partida. Lo siento. Sé que he dicho que no cargaría partida, asumiría consecuencias, pero me parece injusto. Bueno, igual debería esperar a que se fueran.
Is someone there?
Yo estaba aquí sentado, pensando en mis cosas. ¿En serio no tengo la ropa? Pues es que me parece un poco injusto, la verdad.
What was that? Must be the wind.
Sí, sí, ha sido el viento que te ha forzado la cerradura. Clarísimamente, ha sido el viento. ¡Tatara! ¡Buenas tardes! ¡Ole! ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo está, caballero? ¿Podemos entrar aquí o esto es zona privada? Perdón. No quería molestarle a su santidad, caballero. Creo que lo del tema del ratón lo vamos a hacer con el... O sea, lo del tema de las cerraduras lo vamos a hacer con el ratón, ¿eh? A ver si podemos... No me va excesivamente bien tampoco el ratón, pero bueno. Yo no sé nada ahí. Yo no sé absoluta. Buenas tardes, su majestad. ¿Todo bien? Vamos a hacer un guardado porque me ha salido bien. No, cargar, no guardar. Vale. Nuevo nivel de bebida. ¿Por qué? Está complicada. Demasiado complicada. Podemos bajar un piso más, ¿verdad? Bueno, no parece que podamos robar nada más. Son muy difíciles, no podemos robar. Pero bueno, hemos conseguido un poquito de armadura también. Hola. Buenas tardes, su santidad. Sir de Peace, que todo. Espero que vaya todo muy bien, caballero. Podemos huir de aquí. Creo que por aquí abajo podíamos huir con el caballo. Pero bueno, vamos a seguir un poquito la historia, ¿eh?
True enough. Everything Sigismund taught me. You can't even trust common pilgrims anymore. There's that many brigands roaming around. You never know if we'll come to...
Just roast it with a bit of lard, the same as you do. But add some rosemary and ginger. Roast.
Y podíamos o bien salir convenciendo a Sir Ronald, o como se llame, o cogiendo el caballo y saliendo por patas de aquí. Sin que nos pille. Pero bueno, vamos a intentar hacerlo bien.
My respects to you.
¿Qué sabéis acerca de los cumanos?
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Tengo que ir a Skalis.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Hostia, es que dialecto con este, ojo, Y obviamente fuerza no. Voy a tirar por dialecto, o sea, por esto, que creo que es algo.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad,
Vaya hombre.
but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
Te lo ha dicho.
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
¿Qué pretende Segismundo?
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Por el botín, imagino, ¿no?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Hasta luego. Tenemos que salir como sea, Tenemos que salir como sea de aquí. Bueno, este me enseñaba también a pelear, ¿no? Igual no. ¿Y si me meto en la arena? ¿Cómo saco el arma?
It's all the same to me who sits on the throne, as long as there's law and order in the land.
Then it's better to have Wenceslas. You won't see him marauding with foreign mercenaries and pillaging towns like Sigismund has.
True enough. Ever since
¿Cómo sacó el arma? A ver, un segundo. Configuración del juego, no. Controles. Ajá. Vale, dándole un toquecito, en principio. Vale, la saco. Lo vuelvo a meter, vale. Perfecto, vamos a mirar un poco. Perdón, perdón, señorita. No quería que se asustara usted. Vale, vamos a ir a la parte de arriba porque creo que habían cositas para saquear, chachis. En los aposentos reales. Buenas tardes, caballero. Buenas tardes a todos. ¿Cuál es mi caballo? Mi caballo era este, ¿no? Caballo. Caballo de Robert. Perdón. No tengo caballo. Me cachis en los chinches de China. Bueno, pero aquí yo recuerdo que habían cositas para robar. Aparte de meterte en los aposentos con la señora, que pegaría a Enviolinar. Estamos en sigilo. Por cierto, no hemos subido de nivel, ¿verdad? Combate, habilidades... No. Falta poquito. Hasta nivel 3 me dan un nuevo nivel. Es una nueva habilidad. Vale. Buenas tardes, caballero. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bueno, no cuenta como lugar privado, o sea que podemos ir tranquilamente. Hola, señorita Lady Stephanie, ¿cómo está usted?
The Lord be praised. What's on your mind?
A ver cómo se lo digo con su marido delante. ¿Usted ve esta tranca que va a aparecerte en las piernas?
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here.
Que lo tiene al lado, por cierto.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
Vale, vamos a tirar obviamente por esto.
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed
Que era cuando,
ground?
ojo spoiler, nos roban la espada.
Boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial. My heart goes out
Tu
to
corazón y
you.
lo que no es tu corazón,
I
chiquilla,
will
porque...
do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
Vale. ¿Dónde puedo conseguir una armadura?
And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Vale.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear.
25.
And I'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz. To ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
Está el marido al lado que ni se entera de nada, Vale, gracias.
Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Pues me haría falta una armadura con un casco.
Good luck.
Que ahora lo miraremos. ¿Le importa a usted, señorita, que me cambie delante? Un segundo, voy a cambiarme delante de usted. Vale. Así se me vería la cara también, ¿no? A ver, no tenemos botas.
My lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry.
El otro está diciendo, pero por favor, ¿quieres dejar de engañarme?
God go with you.
Señora, que me cambio delante de usted, no me hago tonterías. Bueno, pues estamos listos. Que por cierto, una de las razones por las que dejé el juego es que me está viniendo ahora a la cabeza. Fue porque no conseguí abrir el puñetero cofre, no conseguí la puñetera armadura y por tanto no conseguí avanzar en la historia, a no ser que tuviera que... Perdona, si esta es fácil. Muy difícil. O sea, no pude salir de manera normal, tuve que huir. Porque era súper frustrante lo de las cerraduras. Os lo digo en serio, era muy frustrante. Bueno, pues vámonos. En principio podemos irnos ya. No sé si puedo coger algún caballo. Este es mi caballo, ¿no? Me pone montar, no robar. Así que cojamos este. Buenas tardes. A ver si podemos hacerlo todo bien. La salida es por aquí. ¿No quieres hablar?
My respects to you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called
Botaba, vale.
Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Vale, necesito salir de aquí.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
Bueno, vamos a tirar por aquí.
I'm Sir Robar's messenger. He's sending me to Ujis to find out if Sigismund's army has been giving them trouble.
I might believe you if I knew who you were. Who the hell are you?
Ya sabéis quién soy.
You know who I am. I have to get out to take care of my parents. Everyone will understand why you let me
Hostia.
go. It's the Christian thing to do. Please.
Do you think I'm a total idiot?
No pensaba que me diría esto.
Furious if I let
O sea, ya sabes quién soy, déjame pasar.
Robard isn't happy. He makes damn sure nobody else is either.
Damn it.
Te puedo pagar.
On the other hand, you've dressed up so nicely, and it's a shame to let it go to waste. The old man won't like it, but I'll act stupid and I won't get worse than a bollocking. If you make
Vale,
it
va,
off
te
my
pagaré.
mind, of course.
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
13,5, ni para ti ni para mí.
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
Bueno, pues 14.
Now you're speaking my language. Good luck then. Try not to get yourself
Vale,
killed.
perfecto. Hemos conseguido salir. Eso está muy bien. Pues aquí vamos a dejar el segundo capítulo. Justo saliendo del poblado para ir a enterrar a nuestros padres. Así que nada, gentucilla. Como siempre os digo, muchísimas gracias por haberme aguantado. Sed felices, un abrazo. Y hasta luego.